Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest place on earth, Captain Crush's YouTube channel. We have 3 games to discuss today. The mighty All-Star break is right around the corner, so it's imperative that we find a W today. We get that coin because some of you guys are in that stay to win PrizePicks contest, and I know you're trying to last and get your share of the $3 million up for grabs. Hopefully by the time it gets to all of us, it's more than just 20 bucks. You know what I'm saying? I'd love for it to be like 100 plus, but I doubt it. My hopes aren't up. We'll have to wait and see. Now, yesterday I released a video late. It was a double whammy. The video went out late and then I had a broken link. I had like 600 views, had to scrap it and then re-upload it. So the video didn't get viewed that much, and it's a shame because Curry was the play of the day. Absolute banger. I made my case for Curry yesterday. He soared over fantasy, soared over points, and he soared over 12.5 3-points attempted, which was the goated play that got me my 25x. That and the fantasy score. So I'm thankful for Mr. Curry. The thumbnail said, do we ride this wagon? And yes, we do. We do ride that wagon, but he does play tonight on a back-to-back. It seems to be the best game out of the 3. I'm not sure, but for now, let's get into this puppy. Right out of the gate, we have a rematch with the Portland Trailblazers versus the #1 defense, the Minnesota T-Wolves. Now, on paper, I would be fading this game like the plague, as Clam Shark would say, but the fact is we only have 3 games, so we got to go somewhere. As you can see, I got Outlier, whatever you want to say. I call it Outlier because that's just what I do. I got him pulled up over here, DeAndre Ayton. But first, let me take you over to the games. We can look at the spreads. -850 for the Bucks money line. My goodness. The Grizzlies have just completely fell apart this season. I'm sure they're writing it off as an L with all the stuff that happened. Scrap. Warriors Jazz, 1.5 point spread, 240. This is the premier game, and then the game I'm discussing here is also slated to be a blowout with a low 215.5 total. It's trash. But again, there's only 3. So I'm going to go right over here to Mr. Ayton, and I'm going to show you something that can't be denied, okay? We have garbage Ayton from November 23rd all the way up to January 23rd, and then Supermax Ayton from 24th onwards. The last time he didn't clear his points, it was on February 2nd against Denver in a blowout, and he only played 26 minutes. But go down here to the insights, and you can see he's exceeded 14.5 points in 8 of his last 9 games. If you want a research tool that's solid, you can use this one too. I use it every day. A lot of other content creators use it. Use promo code CRUSH, but you got to use it via the link in the description and you'll get 30 days free. I'm telling you, it's good, and it's only 19 after that. But check out this matchup. Points allowed, they're ranked #1. You hate to see it, okay? Versus centers, they're ranked #2. They got Twin Towers, they got Cat, and the Frenchman Rudy Gobert if you want to be cynical. But the fact is, he just played these guys 2 days ago and he dropped 22 on them without hesitation, without pause. So I'm going to go right back to the well because I'm riding this train without any pausing, my brothers and sisters in Christ. From January 24th to February 13th, the man's been on some serious performance enhancement chemicals? I don't know. I honestly don't know, but the man's been crushing, and I'm going to keep riding that train because I've been targeting Ayton. And no, if you go to the PrizePicks popular tab, of course it's going to be popular. There's only 3 games. His P+R, his rebounds, everything's going to be popular because the public dumb money is going to click the last 5, see green, and that's how they're going to make their decision, which is totally fine. Let people be recreational gamblers. Let them do what they're going to do. It doesn't affect you. Who cares? But the fact is, you're here on this YouTube channel because you want to get better. So you will get better watching these YouTube videos, checking out my live streams, being in the Cord. We're all recreational hobby gamblers, but we have a skill element to it, and I do my best to supercharge you each and every day. Now, DeAndre Ayton's exceeded 23.5 points and rebounds in 8 of his last 9 games. Again, this is a tough matchup, and technically Ayton's due regression, but again, 3 games, so we got to do something. I'm going to be targeting his points at 14, his P+R at 23.5, I think I got it. Maybe even just his rebounds over here at 9.5 or 10, I think it is. Either one of those, maybe even just the fantasy scores the move. I'm going to be dabbling in it all, friends, but I do like the crispy push equity on 14, because if he does land on 14, he'll push, which my model has him projected for exactly like 14.5, so I'm going with that. But I also think that you can take a shot on his fantasy score and his P+R. I think these are all in the mix. And for those of you that like when Captain Crush says in the mix, get ready, because I'm going to be saying a lot today because everything's in the mix, okay? So that's Aiden. He's most likely going to be the thumbnail. Haven't made it yet. Let's go over here to DGF Fantasy and see if we can find any value. I looked earlier. There wasn't any value on the board, but now you can see, woo, look at all this crispy value. Dame Lillard, 27.5 points. It's 30 on MGM. 2.5 point differential. You could take that. By the time this video airs, these are all going to be different. Vince Williams, 26.5 PRA. I was going to talk about him. I'm probably going to be fading Dame Lillard today, but these are the top ones. You're going to miss this value by the time the video's edited and produced, but the fact is, this is a great tool. I teach you how to use it in my Discord. The link is in the description. You can use the link or use code CRUSH. You'll get your discount. Send me the email and you get 30 days free of my cord, and I will teach you how to use this tool to convert it into coin. It's a fantastic tool. But speaking of Vince Williams, let's go back over here. Vince Williams, where you at, buddy? He's 26.5, and now we know this line's going to get moved up. We know it's going to get bumped up, but I would be looking at his points, his assists, or even his P plus A. Where is it at down here at 20.5? If you can get, if by some reason they don't bump his PRA by the time this video drops, get it, because this is the best line. As you can see, 26.5, it's 27 on FanDuel at minus 143. It's gonna get bumped. But honestly, chat and folks, if you want to just fade this Grizzlies Milwaukee game entirely, I don't blame you. There's a lot of news coming out. It's gonna be a dumpster fire most likely. So that's neither here nor there. Now, what can you do as a viewer to help you counter the news? You can go to CaptainCrush.net, gold package, bang, and you can get into the live stream that I do every day. Yesterday, for Valentine's Day, for the single ones, I'm a man of the people right here, right now. I was on live stream yesterday for probably 2.5 to 3 hours, sweating the early window. I made a nuke. It didn't go our way. A lot of hooks. The Chicago Bulls decided to start Andre Drummond. Kind of took the wind out of our sails. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that we didn't crush. The nuke didn't go our way. Well, we got it back. Why? Because the daily prop part 2, 6 of 6, baby. Sweet. Let me go where I am. Look at this wall on OG Mudbone. This kid's even though he has a wall of everything, he's still poverty. Don't be fooled. And I know he's watching this and he knows he's poverty. Westbrook, congratulations. He crushed. Stop Steve Jr. He crushed. Romelius is feeding families with the esports, I guess. Logan even got a win. PPW got a win somewhere. I know he did. This was a live stream sleeper slip I made for the Luka discount. A little 10 to win 47, whatever. The daily double, Colin Sexton, Draymond Green, cash. Jenkins, Cap Daily News slip, cash. Where are we at here? Oh yeah, these were all in the daily props. All of them. Cash them all. Eddie's dunk prop, 1.5. It was always yesterday's thumbnail, boys. It was always yesterday's thumbnail. Let's ride this wagon, question mark. Look at that glorious thumbnail made by yours truly. I do all my editing and videos and thumbnails myself, boys. Give me some credit. Give the devil his due. You just know it's going to be crispy when Curry's on the cover. You know what I'm saying? Bang! Cash it all. Tuna cashed. What's new? D2 cold. This dude's been in the court for like 3 days and he's already up like 400. If he doesn't resubscribe next month, I'm throwing hands. Wanna cashed. Look at this kid. Look at this kid. This kid swears he's broke, but he's doing 40 power plays. Do not take 4-man powers. I'm begging you. Take a fifth leg or flex it. I'm telling you, that is the right proper way. PPW, I told you he cashed. Where's my wall? There it is. Bang. Look at this. This is literally glorious. Check this out right here. 6 of 6. The Glory 25X. Cap, where did you post this? Check this out. Tatum, Wemby, Curry, Harden, Bam, and Siakam. Now looky here. Daily props part 2 published 9 hours ago. Bang. Tatum, cash. Wemby, cash. Harden, cash. Bam, cash. Curry, cash. And Siakam, cash. Nobody in the card yesterday has an excuse. You will be found wanting if you give me an excuse and a sob story, because I literally gave you the Valentine's Day cheat code right there. Bang. 6 of 6. 25X. And the daily double with Trey Mann. Nobody was on Trey. Nobody had faith in Trey Mann. Colin Sexton, bang, your 2X cash daily double. This was straight from DGF, a poverty slip. Well, 3 out of the 4 were. Luka wasn't and Sangoon wasn't. But Aldama and Jabari Smith cashed that little $5 4-man garbage power play that I did just for testing purposes. The 3-man from the night before, bang, cash it. Denny Avdija. Nobody wanted to play Denny Avdija. He should have been my play of the day, but I went with Curry. But Denny, oh my goodness. A 40-point performance. Say goodbye to Denny Avija, the cheap lines, because next time you're going to be paying the price. And then bang, another 6-man that I made. Talked about all these guys, YouTube, live stream, you name it, I covered it, cash it. And I was able to recoup my nuke slip that I had for 400 that missed. I was able to recoup it all and then some. It was a glorious Valentine's Day for the cord. There's tons of people that ate. Miss me with your nonsense. Now, when you're in the cord, you go down here to the live stream, bang, you click this, that'll get you into the mix where we do the live stream call outs. When you do get DGF, you can use my projection sheet model that I post for you guys every day in the Discord. Look at the lines, compare it to my projection, and make your own reads and build your own slips. Every day, folks, you get a projection sheet for you. Easy to digest, easy content, boys. Level up your game. Here's an example. I had Alperen Sengun under 45 fantasy points. Bang, 44 fantasy points in the projection model. He went under. It was that easy. That's how easy it can be sometimes. It was like minus 135. You check the projection sheet. They both correlate. Bang, you put it in a slip. And I give multiple ways to get in. Gold package, silver package, free trials using the codes in the description. All of it, boys. So let's keep moving. It was a victory lap from heaven yesterday. Happy Valentine's Day. Courtesy of your Captain Crush, baby. Let's go. We're going to duplicate right before All-Star break. And during All-Star break, your boy, me, I'm going to be covering PGA because it's about time we get back into the swing season and miss me and we get back to PGA and let's get ready to crush. And I myself got to get back on the greens and start practicing my driver. You know what I'm saying? Old man Winter's taking a hike and it's about to be spring season. Did I say swing season? Yeah, I meant to say spring season. You know what I meant. So let's recap. We got Ayton right here in the mix. I talked about him. Let's keep moving. We're going right over here to the Ant-Man, Iceberg's favorite, Anthony Edwards, 41.5 fantasy points. Book it. Last 5 green beans. He's due regression, but is he going to regress against the Portland Trailblazers? He's not. He ain't getting regression unless he is limited due to his lingering injury he's questionable right now and or a blowout. And the blowout factor, if he doesn't play 35 minutes, chalk it, okay? When blowouts happen, they happen. There's nothing you can do. I'm still getting in the mix. I'm going to take my shot with Anthony Edwards. If he sells, well, by God, he sells. And if you do want some blowout protection, you want to know who your man is? Scooty, not Scooty Barnes, who crushed yesterday, but Scooty Henderson. The man's blowout proof. He's been trending up 26, 34, 37, 19, 37. I'm telling you right now, Scoot Henderson has the ability to feed families tonight. No Brogdon in the mix, no problem. Give me some Scoot. Put Scoot into the boy's veins because he's hitting. 21.5 fantasy score, maybe his points. I'm going to take old Scoot Henderson's fantasy points because he's a blowout-proof son of a gun, and I will take my shot. Now, clear the board. We got stuff to discuss. Where else can we go? Well, can we go right back to the man, the myth, the legend, Curry? Talk about a guy that's due regression. My goodness, 49, 58, 49, 48. This is the Curry of old, folks. I'm telling you, I made my case yesterday. I knew he was going to soar. He's in a back-to-back situation. What is he going to do tonight? I'm not sure, but I'll tell you what. If you want to take a shot on his fantasy score, you can. I think it's likely that he gets 5.5 assists. Model has him projected for 6. I believe the line was also like minus 130 across the board, so it's crispy. We can go over here to Outlier and see he just played them on 212 and he had 10 assists. The man cooked. They're 30th in assists allowed to point guards. My brothers and sisters in Christ, you cannot deny the matchup is crispy. And he only played 32 minutes that game, so imagine if the game stays close, which it is a close spread. You got to get in the mix, and if you want to ride the wagon train that I did yesterday, woo, this was crispy yesterday. This was the 25x banger that I had in my slip. 12.5 3 points attempted. Woo, we're crispy right now, boys. It hit. I made my case for 3 minutes on yesterday's video. I said, if his goblin is at 4.5 3-pointers made, how could you not take the 12.5 3-point attempted? It was a free freaking square. What did he get? 18? 19, boys. 19. The goblin was a dead giveaway. Does he have another goblin up? No, they took off that goblin at the 3-pointers, so it's not necessarily that big of a slam dunk today. But if he cashed you yesterday and you want to go right back to him, it's all right. Your boy says, here's a salute. Go for it, man. I will have some shares, but this is the one that I really want, the assist. Hopefully he gets it. Historical trend, check. Model, check. Vegas lines, check. Everything sets the stage for Curry to dish out 6 times, but maybe, just maybe, Curry says, I ain't dishing him out tonight. He's going to go back back, behind the arc, sidestep, bang, 3, count it, splash. Another 50-point performance loading? We'll have to wait and see. So don't at me and don't get upset if he doesn't hit his 5.5 assists. I told you can go here or his fantasy score. Ride that train one more time before the break if you'd like. Now, another man to consider is going to be Anthony Simons. His fantasy score, his real points, everything, man. It's a terrible matchup for the kid. I concede. It's a terrible matchup for the kid. But listen, we got 3 games. What are we going to do? We got 3 of them, boys. So you got to go somewhere. You can literally take his points, his fantasy score, whatever have you. You know he's going to chuck. And hopefully, just hopefully, he doesn't phone it in before the All-Star break. Hopefully, none of these guys do, because I'm fading the unders on this video today. But you can see here in the head-to-head matchups, he's been getting wrecked by this team because they do have the good defense, and that is something to be concerned with. But his fantasy score the last time was right there on the line. I don't even count this. How many minutes did he play? 28 minutes and 32 minutes. Folks, he's going to need 35 minutes to cover anything, okay? That's just the world we live in. Hopefully he can get there. He's averaging like 1.17 fantasy points per minute. We're going to have to wait and see. There's a lot of stuff here that I'm going to cover on the live stream later today, probably 2 hours from now. But the fact is this, folks, I'm not here to spoon feed you. I'm not here just to give you picks. That's unsustainable. I just want to give you the guys that you should be thinking about and why, so you can formulate your own process. It's the same thing in my Discord. In the Discord, it's a research tool. I give you live streams every day, my projection model. I give you my plays if you do want to tail. I give you all the keys to success. I'm not here trying to say, oh, pay for my picks. That's ludicrous. I'm not just doing that, folks. It's way more than that. I'm literally teaching you how to take your hobby to the next level, and I'm doing it for 83 cents a day. Pennies on the dollar, helping my boys and girls crush. I've been doing this for a while, and I'm trying to teach you guys my playbook to avoid the bad beats. Now, as you can see, this board is still limited, folks. We don't have a lot here. They took off the Bucks again. I don't know what's going on over there at PrizePicks headquarters. But don't sleep on parlay play. You can get the alternate lines over here. Take overs, unders, link in the description, code CRUSH. Look at this. You can take Curry's alt line at 25.5. That's crispy. You don't need to wait on PrizePicks' Goblin. You could pair it with Ant Edwards right there. Bang, 2 alternate lines that pays 1.5x. If you'd like to have a bankroll boost, you have options like that, folks. Throw Rudy Gobert in the mix at 12.5 and you get a solid 2x for the double up. And I do daily doubles in my Discord every day. I'm going to post one where it's a goblin and a normal square and it pays 2x. Covers your membership, covers your daily profit grind, check mark, whatever you want to call it. Now, I'm running out of energy here because I'm getting ready to go play golf and I got to store it up for the boys. You know what I'm saying? I got to get it going. So there's not much here on the board. I waited as long as I could, but I want to get this out. I will leave you with the final thoughts. It is All-Star break. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. People can phone it in. It's always good to bounce ideas off other people, whether you're in my Discord or someone else's. Ask them what they think. Find out what the consensus is and blaze your own path. Okay? You don't have to do everything that I say. I don't expect you to, but you should be thinking about the players at least that I called out and let you make your own decisions, okay? Rudy Gobert at 11.5 points. Goblin here sticks out like a sore thumb. Hopefully the Frenchman can get there, but look, folks, you see the same board I do. There's just not a lot here. Brandon Podzmiski, he can be in the mix, but they've bumped him. We already know the Jazz play roulette and they limit players' minutes. The only players that have solid minutes on the Jazz consistently is Lauri Markkanen, and that's it, really. Lauri Markkanen's the only consistent player that I know is going to get his minutes. So you can play Jazz Roulette or whatever, and you can think about the things that I talked about. Remember, if things blow out, then you can just chalk the overs. That's just how it is. If you're afraid of the blowouts, go to the NBA first half and cook over there. All right, remember, recap. Ayton, Simons, Edwards, Curry, and then you have darts. And if you want the rest, you need to be in the Captain's live stream today. CaptainCrush.net Gold Package, the final plug. I want to see you guys in there, okay? Yesterday would have covered your entire month if you were in my cord. And I'm not saying that to be braggadocious. I'm just saying it because I want new members to come in and find goats. RJ Senses, this dude's a goat. He literally just did a random giveaway today for no reason. 25 a pop. That's the type of people I have in my Discord, okay? Yeah, there's people that sit there and hold their hand out like the Wannas of the world. But at the end of the day, we got low-key goats in the mix, trying to get everybody and bless everybody, myself included. I appreciate each and every one of you members that are in the cord. I really, really do. You guys are the real heroes. And one last thing before I take a hike myself. Eddie's dunk prop, bam out of buy. I got to give the devil his due. It cashed. And today, his dunk prop is none other than the Frenchman, Rudy Gobert. Is he going to hit? Can Eddie go back to back? We'll have to see. Folks, it's going to be All-Star Weekend, so I may not have videos. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I will be covering PGA in the Discord. I bid you all adieu. We got esports legends. Romelia's cooking and booking wins. And hopefully we can continue. Here's the salute from me to you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember, CaptainCrush.net gold package. Stop being a cheapskate. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.